Hello, Robert Manuch speaking here. I believe in the development of Africa. I believe that Africa has got the potential. I believe that Africa can do it. I believe that Africa is going to become a beacon of excellence. It's going to become a model of excellence. Africa is going to stand toe to toe with other continents. Africa is going to put its footprints in the annals of history on the globe. Therefore, my strong belief is that we need to train leaders on the African continent. These leaders must have the necessary skills, the necessary mindset that is needed to drive and catalyze the process of development on the African continent. It is my strong belief that if we develop the leaders that we want, even the development of Africa will just fall in place. So it is my belief that we need to do more, invest more in the area of leadership in our pursuit to develop the Africa we want. We may try everything that we want, but without developing the very people who are going to catalyze the process of development, we would have done ourselves a disservice. Therefore, it is critically important for us to focus on the area of leadership development, because these are the people who are supposed to be innovative. These are the people who are supposed to be creative. These are the people who are supposed to be problem solvers. These are the people who are supposed to have the values and guiding philosophies that resonate with the will of the people, with the will of community members, with the will of the organizations. We need to train leaders. Today I want to talk about the issue of renewable sources of energy. There is a real crisis in the area of energy within Africa, the SADC region, and the other African states. Often the times we hear of blackouts, we hear of companies complaining of blackouts and also electricity cuts. We hear of citizens complaining about issues of electricity and how they are struggling to make sure that they are able to sustain their families and sustain their businesses, especially in the midst of blackouts. It is critically important for leaders to prioritize more on a renewable source of energy. A renewable source of energy is the future, because we are first making sure that we forget about the fossil fuels, which are emitting the monofluorocarbons into the atmosphere, which of course is contributing to climate change and greenhouse effect. And because of that, there's been a paradigm shift towards smart energy, towards renewable sources of energy. But one would ask, what are these sources of energy? We have solar energy. Solar energy is very abundant in Africa. We've got solar each and every time. Most of the times we have got the sun on our side, unlike in other European countries where there is snow each and every time. But here we've got abundant solar energy. We need to tap into electricity, and this is when a renewable source of energy. It is very cheap and it is renewable. We can never finish. The sun is always there. It has always been there. It is there. It will always be there, and it is there to stay. So no one is going to charge us for us to tap into solar energy. We have got wind energy. Wind energy is also very, very, very important. Wind will always be there with us. It has always been there. It is there, and it is always going to be there. We can just tap into wind energy and make sure that we are able to generate electricity, energy, and power different sectors of the economy for the development of the African nations. I wouldn't want to go much, but today I just want to focus on energy and looking at the potential which Africa has. African leaders can do more in the area of energy sector. They can even end up exporting electricity even to other countries, because Africa itself is best positioned in terms of tapping into solar energy. It is best positioned even in terms of wind energy. There are a lot of sources of energy that we have, but for today I just want to focus on solar energy. I want to focus on wind energy as other sources of energy which are renewable, which are very cheap, and which are sustainable. Thank you so much.